stick, lock, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named Slayer, what you think, boy, you be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK, shoot solid, little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way, what you think, I love this brotherhood, hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm bout it. UPK, shoot solid, fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All the hoes wanna take my piece. All the nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walk around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Shoulda took the time, get a damn no. But I see the solid and I show her. She could never get a priest hoe. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. Yeah, that sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bit mugger. I say, if that nigga on wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick, lock, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named Slayer, what you think, boy, you be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK, shoot solid, little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way, what you think, I love this brotherhood, hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, the clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UPK play for keys, nigga. Commander General get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I stuck in his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close combat. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga on wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick, lock, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named Slayer, what you think, boy, you be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK, shoot solid, little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way, what you think, I love this brotherhood, hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Backstage.
Pendo, kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun that will die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on the yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures. Ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert. So tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. UPK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bass and they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. You ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi why he give them babies herpes. I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody trying to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'll punch you in person. I know that's an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the blasphemy of them, but they are Jews. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
Yeah. I stay away from the streets and the trouble to get in. Trying to stay strong in this world full of sin, but they wanna bring us down, they wanna see us win. They wanna kill us all, Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live, Lord? Tell me, can I live? I know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. So can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? Know that.
Oh, damn. Man. Good. So everything's good. Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the ISUPK coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. We are not affiliated with no Israelite group, period. This is the UPK Milwaukee. I'm Officer Kananya, Officer 500 Kananya. If y'all look at the bottom of the screen, y'all see that there. You know what I'm talking about? Today we're gonna be we have a question. What have we learned? I should have put what have we learned? Or what the real question should be is, are we applying what we have learned? Because if you learn something new and you just not applying it, then what's the purpose of this knowledge that you've gained? You know what I'm saying? A lot of men and women seem to learn a lot of new stuff, especially when it comes to the Bible and how you're supposed to live and the things that you're supposed to do, but they're not applying it to their everyday life. You know what I'm saying? They just looking at it as, I I don't know how they looking at it as, but the real title of my class today should be, are we applying what we have learned? You know what I'm saying? Are we applying what we have learned, or are we just taking it for granted? Are we just relying on other people to take the burden of reading the Bible, studying the Bible? And it could be your spouse, or, you know what I'm saying, your camp leader, men above you and the men below you. You know what I'm saying? Are we applying what we have learned in this Bible thus far? You know what I'm saying? Because so like every time you get in this Bible, it's something new to learn. And I'm talking about every time you study, you should learn something new. Every time you watch a class online, it's something new that you should be learning and applying to your everyday life. Because if you're just learning something new, you really just, what you are doing is learning how to argue. You're learning how to debate with people, but you're not really practicing what you preach. You're not really applying this to your everyday life. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that's not One West, and that's not what the Bible says to do with the knowledge you have gained. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you want to share the knowledge you gain, but of course, you want to also apply it to your everyday living situation. You know what I'm saying? You want to, especially when it comes to like the law, statutes, and commandments, things that the Lord told the women to do, and things that the Lord told the women to do as far as teaching the children. You know what I'm saying? And men, you know what I'm saying? Stay away from certain people, be unequally yoked with certain things. You know what I'm saying? Once you out of the world, once you know that you're not supposed to live a certain way, that you're not supposed to be intrigued by certain things. You're supposed to completely have a turnaround in your actions, your attitude, especially if you've been in here so long that you have got a name change, or if you've been in the UPK so long. So that's good. Especially if you've been in here so long that you were fortunate enough to earn a name, you know what I'm saying? Earn some rank, you know what I'm saying? Earn just a place in the UPK, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to your negative ways or your negativity to rub off on other brothers or other sisters, you know what I'm saying? Because that can happen, you know what I'm saying? Some people get in the UPK, some people get in this Bible, you know what I'm saying? And they think that once they learn this knowledge that they could just still live the way that they used to live, while knowing that it's a job that they have to do, and that's against the Bible. Once you know that you an Israelite, once you know that the law, statutes, and commandments is only talking to the 12 tribes of Israel, that's a responsibility. And given Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians they really can't take the burden of having a responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Some of them just look at responsibility like, do I have to? You know what I'm saying? It's the question that popped in their head. Well, do I have to? You know what I'm saying? Because throughout their lives, you know, it's already busy or it's already chaotic. You know what I'm saying? Then they learn that they're Israelite. They learn that they get a name change. They get some rank. And then all of a sudden it's like, do I have to change my entire way of thinking? Yes. Because in the world, all of us was once in the world. You know what I'm saying? We thought certain things was okay. We thought certain attitudes and certain people that we hang around, is nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But once we get deeper and deeper into this Bible, once we learn at the foot of men above us, once we, you know what I'm saying, dive deep into the do's and don'ts of the Bible, then we realize we have to change our whole entire attitude, change our mind. It starts with your mind first. You know what I'm saying? If you don't think the way that you was living was if you don't think the way that you was living, your attitude, anything, if you don't think anything that you were the way that you were living previously to getting into the UPK or previous to getting into this Bible, if you don't think that it was wrong, then obviously you haven't been studying enough, or obviously you don't care enough about the scriptures or about the Most High to change your attitude and your ways. Because you're going to see everything wrong with the UPK or with learning the Bible. Ain't nothing wrong with your attitude, with your actions. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're gonna bring out a few scriptures today that demands you transform your body, your mind. It demands that you don't be equally yoked with the people who's absolutely not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, whether it be men, and all we always say that, we always hear, whether it be men selling drugs on the streets, women being half naked on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Women celebrating holidays, men celebrating holidays, you know, not training up a child, you know what I'm saying? Just letting them learn on the whim. Every day you see these kids, they either on electronics, video games, cell phones. They don't even you see a book in their hand. You know what I'm saying? And that's against training up a child, you know what I'm saying? Because you want to train up a child in the way you think he or she should go. And the way he or she should go is directly according to these laws, statutes, and commandments. If you don't say nothing about it, then they ain't gonna know nothing about it. They're gonna think Jesus is white. They're gonna think God loves everybody. They're gonna think you can celebrate Christmas. They're gonna think you can celebrate all these holidays when the Bible is contrary to all of that. You know what I'm saying? But it's your job as the parent to teach these kids. You know what I'm saying? That comes with transforming yourself, because you probably was a deadbeat parent, and that goes for mother and father. You probably was a deadbeat parent when you was in the world, giving them tablets and electronics to pacify them so they can just be out of your face. But then when they grow up and being a menace to society, then you're gonna be like, I wonder why this is, because he was a good kid, quiet. He didn't bother me too much. Yeah, you didn't teach him nothing either. So he learned everything he know. She learned everything she know from the internet. She learned everything she know from YouTube, TikTok. These corrupt teachers. We just heard about like teachers out here are deviant. As a parent, you should be meeting these teachers the same way you should be meeting your child's friends' parents too. Because maybe their parents is corrupted and you sending your kid to the wherever, spending nights or whatever, weekends, long periods of time at this house where the rules are little to none. Then they get back to your house like, well, she don't got to do this, and putting you through the ringer when all you got to do is court these parents. You know what I'm saying? Have a day of all the parents go out, your child's friends' parents. Like, you have to be in your kids' business all the way until they go off to college somewhere, or until they, you know what I'm saying, get out your household. Then they're going to appreciate the rules and the regulations and the law, statutes, and commandments that you live by, because they're going to go out there and experience it themselves. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can protect your kids' innocence for as long as you can, but if you ain't protecting nothing at all, if you just letting them go out here on a whim, you just letting them be all they can be a kid, as they say, let them be a kid. No, I recently went over my mom's crib, and sorry, moms, if you hear this, but I just got to say this. We was talking about the whole makeup thing, right? And I was like, man, she don't need to be wearing makeup. Talking about, you know what I'm saying, my young child. She 15 or whatever, right? I'm like, she don't need no makeup. She don't need to be wearing makeup. My mom's like, well, she 15 now. You know, she's old enough. And I'm like, no. Guess what ended up happening? And that saying she's 15 now traveled from my mom's crib all the way to our household. She's 15 now. And that's another thing, you know what I'm saying? You have to brief your parents on how you raising your children so they don't say certain things, so they don't get certain things in their head. You know what I'm saying? And that's the one thing that I'm glad that the UPK helped me do is quit smoking. Like, when I was in the world, I was that person though that say, man, get the kids out of here while we smoking. You know, I I don't know if that was undercover righteousness or whatever the case was, but you know, I was a filthy bastard. But being in my filthy ways in the world, I still didn't want no kids around me smoking. I'm talking about little kids. You know what I'm saying? Little toddlers. And in some cases, toddlers will run right up to their mama while they smoking, right up in the smoke. Some women have had their kid in their arm while they smoking and don't understand why they got asthma and don't understand why they got trouble breathing. Don't understand why they got heart problems, heart murmurs, heart skip a beat, speech impediment. All this stuff is a result of smoking while you're pregnant, smoking while around your kids. That's one major thing that I'm so grateful for the UPK and the Lord for is helping me quit that cold turkey. I never thought I would be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord helped me and the UPK helped me. And that's one thing that we can big up amongst many other things that we could big up Commander General Yohana for. Rising people from out of the dust, bringing people, pulling people out of the world and putting them towards a righteous path. You know what I'm saying? That's a great start. You know what I'm saying? And what another start is, you know, because people are used to what they're used to. Like they've been doing this their whole life and never seen a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? They also thought they was a Christian, a devout Christian all their life. They thought they was singing in the choir. They thought they was in the church, a righteous place, which is the church. The Lord ain't with the church. And you can see that just by seeing women in the pulpit, seeing women preaching, seeing homosexuals within the church. The pastor might be an undercover homosexual. That's one way you can know that the Lord is not with the church. You know what I'm saying? But you do have things, you know, in the world, of course, that push the homosexuality, push the lesbianism. I'm watching this series, right? And then this last sidebar before we get into the scriptures, right? I'm watching this series called The Boys, and it's like a superhero type series, right? But the superheroes on there, they actually kill. Like they not saving people all the time. Like they kill people and all of that. This is just a superhero thing. It's called The Boys, right? Prime Video. I'm watching this for the first time. It probably came out like 3 or 4 years ago or whatever, but I came up on it, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching it. Now, this got to do with superheroes now. All of a sudden, bro, some homosexuality pop up on there, some lesbianism. So I'm like, man, I can't watch it. It's damn near not one show. That's new because, you know, you didn't see them type of things on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You didn't see them type of things on My Wife and Kids. You didn't see them type of things on the Bernie Mac show. And I'm gonna name some alternative shows like Friends. What else? Al Bundy. You didn't see no lesbian acts in those movies. You didn't see no homosexual. I mean, I said in those movies, in those TV shows. You didn't see no homosexuality in those TV shows. But as I say, about 2010 and up, they started to put that stuff in TV shows now. They're starting to make your kids think that it's okay to be this way. And they starting to have your kids look at you like, you don't accept this? Everybody else accept this? Well, we not everybody else. We follow the law, statutes, and commandments. I say all of that to say, be in your kids' business, man. Pay attention to what they watching. One day, you know what I'm saying? You know, kick it with your kid, your son or your daughter, or both. Have them turn on some stuff that they watch. And just watch it with them and just see the content. What's the content that they're watching? And flip through, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, on YouTube, you can subscribe to a lot of stuff. So have them go to a couple different videos and see if you approve of that. Most likely, in today's age, where, you know, especially if you got young teenagers, oh, they listening to this rap. They listening to what the rappers say. They on TikTok. They seeing this lesbian and homosexuality. Just pick their brain, see if they okay with that. Because if they are, then that means you have to get them into this Bible more, because the Bible isn't okay with that. The Bible is definitely against homosexuality and lesbianism. We gonna get all of that tonight, just to see if it's what we have learned. Because what we have learned was getting pushed out here, and I don't want to I don't want to mention Trump too much in this live, but he did do one good thing, which is getting the homosexual men who participate in women's sports out of women's sports, and also getting the rainbow flag banned. Like, we don't need to see nothing that's all inclusive. This is modern day Egypt. They was all inclusive in Egypt. If you ever been to Egypt, so like if you ever seen any landscape of Egypt, it's a total sand land. It's like that land over there, Egypt. I mean, just a part of Egypt. Egypt is like majority sand. You would think that it once was it was never a thriving city that was green. The Lord destroyed that place. Why? Because everything was okay over there, just like America. Everything was okay. Homosexuality, worshiping different gods. What else? Shaving, tattoos, piercings. You name the wickedness, it happened in Egypt. And that's exactly what's happening over here today. The Bible says in Deuteronomy, what is it, 28:68 or 68? Deuteronomy 28:68, the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. Egypt meaning bondage, but also meaning Egypt, the same things that happened in Egypt when we were slaves back then is happening in America till this day. There's nothing new under the sun. You got homosexuality and lesbianism running rampant through the streets. They about to have a parade coming up with kids involved. Imagine, like, you could just see how wicked the white man is by allowing kids to participate in a homosexual / lesbian parade. That's how wicked the so-called white man is. The white man is so diabolical. Like, he sees his race thinning out. Like, his women, they're just becoming more and more what's the word? What's the word that they can't have kids? I want to say infertile, right? So he pushed his burden. I don't want to say burdens. He pushed his curses on us and make our women think it's okay to have abortions. And then you just lay down with this man. Y'all did the act. The act that you did creates babies, and you want to get rid of the thing that you create. I told y'all that's like slapping the Most High in the face. You down here doing the act of having intercourse, right? Right? You doing that act unprotected. You doing that act with a total stranger, one night stand, unprotected. And then you wind up pregnant and you want to go give the gift of life back to the Lord. Imagine how the Lord looking at us right now. I can't believe this. I can't believe we fell so deep into the trick bag that we think getting an abortion is liberation. I was watching Instagram. I'm looking at Instagram the other day, or earlier today, Salaki. And this woman was so proud. Like, I've had in total, she told some dude was interviewing her. She was like, in total, I've had 8 abortions. I said, It's not funny. It's shameful. Because you just going around here. I don't know how old the young lady. She looked at young, though. She looked at about 20. 19, 20, 21, somewhere in there. And you had 8 abortions. So you just running around having unprotected sex with any and everybody. That's against the Bible. That's the problem, too. Because these grandmas still want to be in the clubs. These grandmas are not acting like grandmas. They are not going to take your kids. They're not. You ask granny to babysit your kids, she going to say, I'm going out. Grandma, you 45. Don't you think going out is past grams? Or you like, mama, you 50. Don't you think going out should be don't you think you went out enough? Nah, I got to get out here. There's some niggas out here. Slocky. She's still looking for tail. She 50. Wondering why nobody gonna stay with her. Because you're what they call ran through. Too many rods been in you. You will never settle down. You'll never, you know what I'm saying? You stuck in your single ways. Right? You will never have nobody to say, yeah, I accept this and that from you, because you lost the ability to be compatible with one man. Now, granted, a man will definitely knock that down, depending on how you look, depending on how many drinks they had. But staying with you, right? That's the number one thing, man. The grandmas ain't grandmas no more. The grannies don't even have encouraging words for their grandchildren, for their great grandchildren. Grandma's still out here smoking weed. How high do you want to be, Grandma? How high do you want to be for decades on decades? You was high last decade. You want to get high again? You 50. How high do you want to get? That's a problem. That's a problem within our society as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We don't see weed as being nothing wrong with weed. Why? I don't know why. Oh, I do know why. I'm grown. I can do what I want. Not according to the Bible. According to this Bible, you have to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Especially if you married as a woman. What does the Bible say about being married as a woman? Submit to your husband. How many women you think out here submitting to their husband? I'm talking about this type of submission. I'm talking about a man say something. This is what I need to do. This what's going to happen. This is that. This is that. How many of y'all think women out there are submitting and saying, yes, sir, kind on con, sir, I'll get it done, sir? What's the percentage y'all think that of women doing that? And what's the percentage of women you think what's the percentage of women you think coming back with an immediate comeback? I ain't doing that. Whoa, why I gotta do that? Just creating a problem with this. Just I ain't doing that. And then they say we arguing. No, you arguing. All you gotta do is just follow directions. What did I say do? Just do it. Then it won't be an argument. You're creating the argument. Ain't no arguing back and forth unless you start it. If I say do this, do that, what do I mean? This ain't for negotiation. I don't want to go back and forth with you. Just do it. But then they want to come back with this. I don't know. It's like, you know, the game Pac-Man, right? How the Pac-Man eat dots. Miss Pac-Man. See, eat dots. Even Pac-Man got a rib. Slock it. But you know how they eat the dots like that? That's how fast the woman's mouth moves when you tell her to do something in a talk back. You be looking like, man, and you be looking at the mouth move. You ain't even hearing the words. You just looking at the mouth move 60 miles per hour. It's like, that's not doing what the Bible says. The Bible says submit to your husband. Submitting by doing what the husband says. You don't have to bring your ego and how you used to act and what else? What's the other word I'm looking for? You don't have to feel like you just getting run over. Just do what I said do. Everybody has to follow the man above them in every situation. You can be at a job, your supervisor tell you to do this and do that. What you gonna do? You do this and do that. You don't have no back talk for the supervisor. You can be in court. Man could be at court. The judge tell you to enroll in this program. You ain't got no back talk for the judge. Why is that though? Because you're scared of the consequences, right? That should be the same with your husband. You should be scared of the consequences your husband gonna report to the Lord about you. Because we all have to report to the men above us. And who is above us? The Lord is. I got a couple people ahead of me before I even speak to the Lord. But that's okay. If I work hard enough, I'll get up there. But if I was a captain, just if, you know what I'm saying? Guess what I'm reporting to the Lord if you talk back and not do what I say? Man, she not worthy of this. You know what I'm saying? This is the question that y'all have to ask. I mean, ask yourself, what is my report for you? Like if I had to give a report to the Lord about you, what would it be? Would it be a negative report? Or would it be a positive report? Like, nobody want to be on the Lord's bad side and have you on that list of being stoned, right? Or have you on that list of being a disobedient person, or a non-listener, or argumentative person, or a combative person. Everything you got to say is you didn't hear nothing I said. You just waiting and listening for your chance to defend your negative actions. That's not how you learn. How you learn is kind on kind. Okay, I see where I did this at. I see where I did this at. I'm a fix that. When somebody say I'm gonna try my best to fix that, they not finna fix nothing. But when somebody say it will never happen again, I'm gonna fix that. Man, you can look forward to it never happening again. Again, you got to look at the words that people say to you, the actions that they take against you, and hold them accountable. Some women out here, they whole thing of communication is manipulation. And also some men, their whole idea of communication is manipulating you. I'm going to manipulate this woman out of her drawers. I don't care if she my ribs friend. I'm going to manipulate her out her drawers. And sometimes it works. I'm going to manipulate my girlfriend's mom out of her drawers, which is totally against the Bible. But the men in the world, they don't see that. The men in the world is going to manipulate your brain to make you see that whatever I do is nothing wrong with it. And you're going to forever remember the man who manipulated your mind. Forever. You're going to bring him up in your new relationship. You don't even know why you bring him up, because he manipulated your mind so much that now everything that's negative, you refer to him. I think I speak for all men when I say, man, we don't care what our last relationship, whatever. We don't even care what happened in it. especially if we totally moved on. We're not going to refer you as you doing the same thing my old girl used to do. We is not even going to say nothing like that. But a woman would. A woman's definitely going to say, man, it's the same thing that what's the name said? It's the same thing that said. This is why you have to follow the laws, the statutes, and commandments of the Bible, man. Especially if you knew that sex, the act of sex, is marriage. You show me in the Bible. You corrupted book, manipulated your mind. Oh my God, not Abdul. Abdul, what you doing in here, boy? But what I was saying, if you knew that having the act of sex was you marrying your spouse, if you knew that, you would be so selective about who you have sex with. Show me divorce in this Bible. Show me the act of exchanging rings, throwing rice, jumping the broom. What else? The traditions, they throwing the bouquet. What else? You show me all of that within the Bible. Then I'll be like, yeah, you might be right. That's exactly how we're supposed to do that. You show me that in this Bible. And Abdul, you show me in the Quran where it said, matter of fact, you show me in the Quran where it says, what the hell is they? What the Arab, right? That's the Arab religion, right? You show me where it says that you Arabs, the people who follow Allah, should follow the Israelites. You show me that. I bet you that's in the Quran. But you talking about this is a corrupted book. How is it corrupted? I know I just asked you plenty of questions, but I first want you to show me exactly, and I got it written down somewhere, because that's all I needed to know about the Quran, that it says that Arabians or people who follow Allah should get right in the back of Israelites and follow the Israelites. And that's definitely in the Quran. I wrote it somewhere. I have it for you next Tuesday for sure. It's not the Arab religion. It absolutely is. It's the religion for mankind. Mankind, man, yo man, the under honorable, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say to you about this, because I got a class to teach, man. But yo man, the under honorable, what's his name? Elijah Muhammad, the under honorable dude. He's a molester of young children, and also he learned from Israelites. If you really know the there's more non-Arab Muslims. That's because y'all corrupt. Anything of of corruption takes over the world, like Christianity, being a Muslim. The truth ain't gonna take over the world yet. The truth is on the rise and about to overtake all them lies that Allah said, Christianity said, what the Jewish man said. The truth about the Trump, all of that. And y'all gonna be looking at the Israelites like, we should have listened. You damn right, y'all should have listened. Talking about there's more non-Arab Muslims. That's what of course, because the world follows the big lie. You can do whatever you want. That's the biggest lie. The second biggest lie is the devil is a red demon that's under earth. They got a pitchfork and is going to take your soul when you go down there. No. That's the third biggest lie. The second biggest lie is Jesus is white. That's the second biggest lie. Oh my God, bruh. Indonesia is the largest Muslim country by population, and that's an Asian country racially. See how I see y'all see this man's semantics, or y'all see you must be a politician, bro. Any direct question I ask, This man go over it and ask a whole nother question that I ain't asked. I don't even care about Indonesia. We don't care about Asians. We don't care about Japanese, Arabs, Africans, Ethiopians, Australians. Some of them could be Israelites, but what else, man? Africans, Ethiopians, Asians, Japanese, Arabs. We don't care about none of that, bruh. You want to bring up Indonesia. I don't care about the non-Israelites that's in Indonesia. We talking about how in your book, the Quran, it's something in there that says you Arabs, you Islamics should follow the ways of the Israelites. You look that up. And I was here in that Sabbath service with your little Abdul is a 69 guy. He a freaky. He one of them dudes. This man said literally, if it bleeds, it breeds. Bro, you know that's a teaching point for the Israelites. You have to watch what you say, bro. That's another reason why being a Muslim is against nature. This man said, if it bleeds, it breeds. Y'all think on that. You know, dogs bleed. Female dogs, they get a period. Female dogs, they get a period. Cows get a period. Pigs. This man was not specific at all. You have to watch what you say, bruh. You out here committing bestiality, which is against the Bible also. Like, you have to watch these people, man. The biggest Salaki. I'm gonna read this last comment and I'm definitely gonna move on because I'm not the one that you go back and forth with in this class, bro. I'm not going back and forth with you. You still didn't prove what I said though, and it's definitely in there. The biggest lie pertaining to what, bro? The biggest lie pertaining to Jesus in parentheses was he was crucified. He was never crucified, and Allah took him back to paradise by way of. So let's say levitation, bro. Bro, this is what I want you to do. Take this hand, and Macaulay Culkin yourself. That's the dumbest comment you made in 2 months, bro. Now find me. I'll respond to you if you. This my last time saying it. Find me in your Quran where it says the Allah followers, the Muslims, the Arabs. Show me where it says that y'all are supposed to follow Israelites, because they definitely say that, and I'm gonna have that for you next week. I don't have time for you this week, but let's move on with the lesson that I'm teaching here, which is what have we learned, and what we have learned is Abdul talking about if it bleeds, it breeds. Do you know, bro, that's Salakia. Salakia to the man above me. I'm just going ahead and ignore him. If his next comment ain't what I said, I'm ignoring him. Now, we are in the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 8. Now, before I was rudely interrupted with all of that bull, dang, you just made me forget where I was at, bro. That's not good for you. In the kingdom, that'll be 10 lashes. You don't ever interrupt without saying, Salaki, sir, if I could. All right? Let that be a lesson to you, man. That's 10 lashes. While you doing push-ups, in the words of Mungabar, diamond push-ups, Negroid or heathen, Salaki. What was I saying before I was rudely interrupted by this man? I can't think of it now, but yeah. So, well, what? Okay, how I want to start this off, y'all. Well, what have we learned? When I named the class, what have we learned? It should have been named, are we applying what we have learned? Are we applying what we have learned? Because if not, you just in a way, you are double-minded. You really don't care about the Lord. You care about yourself. And if you really serve the Lord, then that's when you will start looking. That's where you will start seeing things go up for you in this modern day Babylon. You know, this is modern day Babylon, modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, modern day Egypt. You know what I'm saying? This is all that in the modern day. Why? Because they all doing the same thing that Babylon was doing, which is the homosexuality, the believing in different gods, the all the negative things like the tattoos, the interracial marriages, and also it's the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, which is they is teaching that homosexuality and lesbianism is totally fine. Like they looking at you wrong for not believing in that. They looking at you wrong or not letting a transgender dude go in the women's bathroom. They looking at you like, why you won't let him in the women? It's the reason why it's a men's and it's a women's bathroom. Men going here, women going here. It's the reason why. Right? But you got men dressed up as women believing that they should be able to go in the women's bathroom. Like that's a mental illness. But I don't blame y'all for that, though. You know who I blame? The so-called white man. Why? Because he pushed that so far back as to Martin in the TV show Martin, where you got Martin dressed up as Shanae and other characters that's women. Jerry Springer, where you got men and transgender men on there talking about I'm a man and all of this. The Maury Show talking about am I a man or a woman? RuPaul, a famous transgender, pushing it, grooming us to. I never seen that as okay. I never seen a man dressed up as a woman as being okay. To the movies, you got Martin in Big Mama's House. You got Medea. Who else you got? Even back further, Jamie Foxx dressed up as Wanda or whoever the case, right? And then you got Marlon and Shawn Wayans dressed up as white chicks. Men in dresses is never a funny thing to me. It will never be a funny thing to me. Salaki, let me see what he said. I know what verse you're wanting me to quote, but you're taking into account that the verse was talking about Jews. What do you think blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are? We are the real Jews. Muslims and Christians potentially warring against the pagans in Mecca at the time. Anyway, my break is over and I have to get back to work. May peace be upon you. This man's a troll. Troller. Anyways, yeah, they've been grooming us for like 30 years now. Since 1990, all the way up until now. 1990, let me see. 1990 to 2000, that's 10 years. To 2010, that's 10 years. To 2020, that's 30 years. But 34, almost 35 years now, they've been grooming us with the TV on showing us transgenderism, showing us it's funny to dress up as a woman, showing us that it's okay to dress up as a woman, grooming us to go against the Bible even more, to where in colleges these days, you go there and ask people what is a woman, they can't tell you. Like, how can you not tell me what a woman is? You're a woman yourself. The simple answer to what a woman is, she got Y chromosomes. Or is it X chromosomes? Is it X chromosome? She has a uterus. She bleeds once a month. She has natural boobs. Natural. The milk comes out of them when she gets pregnant. She can get pregnant. That's what a woman is. If anybody try to confuse you and say a woman is what a man is what you think, it's your mentality. They are confused themselves. Did you know, as a man, thinking that you're a woman in the early 80s or the early 80s to the late 90s was called gender dysphoria? Gender dysphoria. You don't even hear that term no more, do you? That's because America has a agenda for you. America wants to its whole thing is to confuse you. Who runs America? The devil that the Bible speak of, which is the white man. Now let's drop all of that and let's get into the lesson, man. This is the book of James, man, chapter 1, verse 8. Now, before I read this also falls on the scripture, be hot or be cold. This is a precept to that but why is it a precept to that? We're going to show you tonight, right? But let's read this, right? This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Now, that goes for women too. Why does it say a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways? Why? Can anybody tell me why? Anybody give me one example and let me know. I mean, and to let y'all know, if y'all seeing this on Facebook, I can't see your comments on Facebook, so come on over to YouTube, Milwaukee. ISUPK Milwaukee on YouTube. Type your answer in there and I'll be able to see it there. But why does it say a double-minded man? In James, this is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 8. It says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Why? Okay. It says that because you want everybody to win, and that's just not the case when you're dealing with the Bible. If you want your friends in the world, if you feeling like you should go back to the world, if you feeling like the world doing the worldly thing is where you thrive at, is where you feel like you having the most fun at, if you feeling like you looking at the Bible like, man, there's too many rules over there. It's too much stuff that I can't do. You know what I'm saying? Then maybe, and just maybe, you should go deal with them people in the world then. Just maybe. Because you're unstable. Once you come from out of dealing with the world, partying with the worldly people, doing this and doing that, and you come back to your righteous man or to your righteous wife, it's going to be an immediate conflict. The two energies do not match. Because on one hand, you got people doing worldly stuff, and maybe twerking, doing all kind of stuff, right? Celebrating holidays. Then you come over here on this end, we don't do that. We celebrate what the Bible tells us to celebrate, high holy days, go to Passover, Feast of Purim, things like that. It's immediate, going to be an immediate fight. And you be looking like, why am I fighting my spouse right now? Why am I causing conflict with my spouse right now? It's not you. It's the demon within you. The demon wants to go back and go have more fun with the worldly people. The demon's whole objective is to get you to go join the worldly people, to bring you down, to have you going against the Bible, to have you saying, man, people in the Bible, they can't have as much, they don't have as much fun as this. You know what I'm saying? To have you looking at the people of the Bible, to have you looking at the people that follow the Bible as, man, y'all got too many rules over here. Do you know when we came out of Egypt with Moses, do you know that it was people just like that? They was looking like, man, there's too many rules over here. I want to celebrate my birthday. It's May 9th. I turn this day. People should worship me. It's my birthday. And they wanted to go back to Egypt. Did you know it was people like that? It's people like that today. Man, I don't know what I got myself into. I want to go have parties. I want to go do parties and such like that. I want to have lingerie parties and doing all of that. I want to do that stuff. Well, maybe you should go do that stuff. Why? Because the book of James chapter 1 verse 8 say a double-minded man / woman is unstable. You can't play both sides. You either have to be over here or over here. Only time I go around the people that I used to know, around my homies that I used to kick it with every day. I used to kick it with these people every day, talk to them every day, be over their house, all that. I only go around them probably once every 6 months or something, just to tell them, man, put the weed down. Or, you know what I'm saying, join class. We got classes over here and such and such. But they ain't hearing that. They want to talk about the old stuff that we used to do. Man, we is 30 plus, bro. When you gonna grow up and put the weed down? When you gonna grow up and get a wife that want to live righteous right with you? Because you definitely got these whores, Salakias for the language, in the world that'll live wicked with you. When you gonna challenge yourself and bring a woman that'll live righteous with you? But be prepared that that's a real challenge. Because women that's in the world, they love being in the world. They love sinning. They love to participate in the things that the world got to offer with them, which is all garbage. They love it. Whether it's being half naked at a party somewhere, twerking and doing all kind of things on camera, you know what I'm saying, smoking, having sex with different men. They love that type of stuff. But the question is, will they love the Most High or the Lord more than they love themselves? Do they love fun more than they love serving the Most High or the Lord, or even a husband? Do they love fun more than you? You have to ask these women this. You have to ask yourself this also. Right? Let me read this one more time, then we're going to move on to Revelations 3:16, which is, it aligns right with this, right? This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 8. A double-minded man / woman is unstable. Meaning on one side, she like, man, I know I should be living righteous. I know I should be following the law, statutes and commandments. I know I should be listening to my husband. I know I should be submitting to my husband. But this party was so cracking, I want to do it again. This pajama party, this lingerie party, this Halloween party was so cracking. I just have to do that again. I love this. That's being double-minded. Now, let's move on to Revelations 3 and verse 16. Revelations 3, verse 16. Let me see. It's locking. We're going to start at 15. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 3, verse 15. I know thy works. The Lord said he know thy works. He know exactly what you're doing. As a woman, he know if you ain't listening to your husband, if you being combative to your husband, if you just arguing with your husband just because. You know what I'm saying? He know if you want to be in the world still. He know if you want to come out of the world, come out of the world. He know if you want to live righteous or if you want to live wicked. He knows this. He said, I know thy works. As a woman, what are your works? Just going to work is not enough. Just going to a slave is not enough. What are you doing for the Lord as a woman? What are you doing for the Lord as a man? Just having a slave, going to and from slave, paying your rent, keeping clothes on your kids' back is not enough. That's low tier stuff. That's thing that you're supposed to do for yourself. But we talking about for the Lord as a man and as a woman. What are you doing for the Lord? Are you, as a woman, are you obeying your husband, or are you being combative to your husband? Are you living righteous? Are you listening to your husband? Or are you arguing with your husband? Are you manipulating him? Or are you congratulating him? As a man, do you still hang out with the friends that's in the world daily? Do you still talk to these people? Are you still sexing women and leaving them? Are you still sexing other men's wives and leaving them? Or participating in sexing other men's wives? Are you giving your rib or wife lawful orders to do? Are you giving your kids lawful orders to do? As a woman, are you giving your kids lawful orders to do? Or are you just sitting them in the room on the internet all day and it's just that? Or are you working all day, coming home with no time to spend with the kids at all? The time you spend with the kids is going out to eat somewhere. Like, we can eat at home. What can you tell me about this Bible, Mom? What can you tell me about this Bible, Pops? What can you tell me about living righteously? What can you tell me about the rights and wrong and the do's and don'ts of the Bible? Because if not, you can't tell me nothing. As a young teen, I'm gonna think abortion is okay. As a young teen, I'm gonna think my body, my choice. As a young teen, I'm gonna think smoking is okay. As a young teen, I'm gonna think skipping school is okay. As a young teen, I'm gonna think what else? You know what I'm saying? The negative way is unstoppable. Like, I mean, I don't want to say unstoppable. It's the negative way is unscrupulous to children right now. They don't know it's wrong unless an adult, preferably their mom or their pop, say, you can't live this way. This is something you don't need to do. This is how you talk to an older person with manners and respect. If they don't teach them that, how they gonna talk to an older person? It's obvious, man. Let's move on. I mean, let's move on. Yeah. The book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 16. So then, because thou art hot. Wait, Salaki. So then, because thou art lukewarm. See, here we go. Wait, I think I didn't finish 16. I mean 15. Yeah. Say, I know thy works. Thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold nor hot. Meaning, when it say I would thou wert cold nor hot, The Lord would rather you be cold or hot. He would prefer that. So he know, you know what I'm saying? If you're hot on the truth, you know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, following law, statutes, and commandments, being a righteous woman, being a righteous sister to other sisters, not negativity, not rubbing off to the next sister, even brothers, not negativity rubbing off on the next brother. The Lord sees all of it, but he would rather you be this way or this way. Because if you both ways, let's see what the Lord say if you both on both sides of the fence. Let's see what the Lord say. Verse 16. So then, because thou art lukewarm, so then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, you didn't pick this side, which is the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible, following every scripture that you can, that you've been taught, right? And you are neither on this side, which is in the world, don't care about the Bible at all, saying that the Bible is old and all of that, right? That's crazy. It's like, so then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, you're not on this side and you're not on that side, but you play the middle. You play the middle, right? Thou art lukewarm. He says, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Meaning he gonna say, to hell with them. They cold. Being lukewarm is the same as being cold. You're not hot on the truth. You're not obeying the Lord, law, statutes, and commandments. You're not obeying your husband. None of it. You're not submitting to your husband. You're not, as a man, you think you can get away with little chippy stuff. The Lord said he gonna spew you out of his mouth, and you're gonna be asking. He gonna hit you with that one punishment. You're gonna be asking the Lord, man, why did I deserve this? Why me? What did I do? You didn't choose a side. You stayed in the middle, which is lukewarm. Lukewarm is the same as being cold, according to the law, statute. According to the Lord, Salaki. Being lukewarm is the same as being cold. And what do I mean by being lukewarm or the same as being cold? You still want to celebrate these holidays in different, like, in different names. Like somebody can say, well, this ain't Valentine's Day. This is Galentine's Day. What does that mean? Because on Valentine's Day, what happens on Valentine's Day? They got hearts, red, pink, white, heart-shaped candies, heart-shaped shot glasses, pajama parties. It's the same thing. What's the difference on Valentine's Day? If you're single, you're gonna have that same party with the pink balloons, pink and white balloons, red balloons, heart-shaped candies. What else? All girls party, pajama party, shorts up to here, right? So what's the difference, man? What's the difference of you having it this day and that day and calling it Galentine's Day? That's the same thing. Why can't y'all do this? Have this type of party, or even, and I mean a real pajama party with the real pajama set, pants and jackets. I mean pants and shirts, not no little shorts and have you twerking your behind all night, being freaky. Like, come on now, y'all. That's the same thing according to the Lord as being cold or lukewarm. You lukewarm. You know that this ain't right. You know that this is the same thing as Valentine's Day. Yet you want to come back over this way, which is the righteous way, which is we don't celebrate that over here. We ain't having no pajama parties with you having shorts all up your ass. So like for the language, we not having that pink and white balloons, all of that, shots and candy, heart-shaped candies. We're not taking pictures in front of no mural that say Happy Valentine's Day. We're not doing none of that over here. So once you try to come from over that world to join this world and say that you really over here, then it's going to be a conflict. And I see that because it happened to me recently. I ain't gonna go into the details, but it's like you have to be either you have to be either cold or hot on the truth, meaning you have to be out of this truth. You know what I'm saying? Forget what we talking about. Everything, you know, is the way you say do it. You gonna celebrate. You don't see nothing wrong with having Valentine's Day. You don't see nothing wrong with arguing with your man back and forth. You don't see nothing wrong with heart-shaped candies and things of that nature. You don't see nothing wrong with that. You damn near R. Kelly. You don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, right? So like, you know what I'm saying? Or either you over here, man, I don't do none of that, period. I'm not participating in y'all parties. I'm not wearing no little ass shorts. I'm not you know what I'm saying? I'm not with that. I'm with the Lord, and the Lord says he is against that. But what I would like y'all to do is come to the Feast of Purim. Come to the Feast of Purim, where we feasting at. We living righteous over here. We can still do the same thing, minus the decorations, minus the smoking, minus the half-dressed women. You know what I'm saying? We can still have the same fun over this way. We got card games, we got games, entertainment. Some of the brothers in here sing and rap. What you want us to do? Under the lawful pretense, of course. Come to the Feast of Purim. We not coming to no Valentine's Day stuff. No, we're not doing that. You have to be either hot, either cold, meaning you support that Valentine's Day and doing all that, half naked women, all women, which sound like a lesbian party to me. All women. That, or you could be totally against it, man. Come to the Feast of Purim. We celebrating the Feast of Purim over here, where you can eat good and you know what I'm saying, have that sisterhood, have that brotherhood over here. We still gonna play games and whatnot. It's the same thing, minus the decorations and the short lesbian shorts. Minus the twerking. Well, is that y'all ideal of fun? The twerking, the short shorts. Because we still can have a drink. What's y'all ideal of fun? Right? If you can't have fun without drinking, it's something. Hey, man. If you can't have fun without being half naked, it's something up with that. If you can't have fun without celebrating Valentine's Day and calling it Valentine's Day, if you can't have fun without doing that, then hey, you really need to tune into these classes, and we need to show you why you shouldn't be celebrating Valentine's Day. It's the same thing. Y'all wearing pink, white, and red. Balloons in heart shapes. Pink, white, and red. The mural y'all taking pictures in front of is pink, white, and red. Whatever y'all drinking is pink, white, and red. And y'all twerking in some little pajamas. Come on, y'all, man. We need to do better. How long y'all want to twerk for 10 years straight, 20 years straight? And I always say this, back in my day, the only dance move wasn't the twerk. Women had drills, routines, things that they do. You know what I'm saying? Even going all the way back to the movie. That's why I like the movie House Party so much, because they actually had a routine in that movie. It wasn't no twerking. Like twerking to be one move of the routine. Nowadays, though, everything is a twerk. Every single thing is a twerk, which is diabolical, man. We have to get back to really dancing with each other, really men and women intertwining souls with each other. And not just a woman just twerking where everybody just looking at her twerking. Like, that's some attention seeking stuff that you should keep at home with your husband. And that's the man that you're currently sleeping with. Not the one that just look. And another thing that's diabolical today is men and women having side pieces. Like, what is that? What is a side piece? Y'all better calm down, man, and receive what the Lord got for y'all was the law, statutes, and commandments and righteousness. He want his people in order, not being out of order and sexual deviance. That's it. That's it. Salakia. Let me see. Salakia, in 1 second, y'all. Salakia, 1 second, y'all. Hold on. We're going to drop that and go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 9. The book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 9. What y'all got there? While y'all at it, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, man, if y'all could. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 9. Now, this is a big thing right here because this got to do with the people that smoke weed, eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, get tattoos, a lot of things like that, right? Let's read. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 9. And it says, fools, we already know what that is, make a mock at sin. What does that mean? Fools make a mock at sin. What does that mean? Well, it ain't that bad. It's just a little bit of weed. I just got a tattoo of my grandma saying rest in peace right here. I just had a little piece of bacon, just a little piece. Man, I didn't know it was shrimp in there, but it was good, and I eat it again. What does it mean when it says fools make a mock at sin? It means when they say all of that, that means they think it's not that bad. I just kissed a girl and we slept together one time. It's not no big deal. You sure it's not a big deal? Well, what does the Bible say about that? Right? I don't even want to say no scenario for the men because it's just all the way wicked. Right? I just ate a crab dinner because he took me out and he ordered crab and I just ate it. And they don't think the sin that they're committing is that bad. They make a mock at it. When you crying about a little bit of piece of weed, you crying about a little bit of piece of shrimp, a piece of steak, a piece of pork. This shrimp came with the steak. What? I'm not supposed to eat the shrimp, right? They make a mock at the sin that they're participating in. You only can see a little bit of skin when the Bible says women's supposed to dress modest. What does modest mean? Modest means don't show all that skin. That skin is reserved for your husband. If everybody see that skin that you're showing, what's reserved for your husband? The actual part? No, everybody else already fantasized about the skin that you already showed. So what's reserved for your husband to see? What can only your husband see? The actual parts of it? A woman can have her whole breast out, but covering the nipple part. Like that's doing something. What's reserved for your husband? We already done seen and fantasized about it. And the Bible says when we fantasize about it, then therefore we have done it. So you want to dress modest. I'm not saying be like the Abdul's people and the women be covered and only thing you can see is their eyes. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is don't show too much cleavage when you go out. Don't show too much sides and your back out. Don't show too much legs. You're supposed to reserve that for the righteous man that you're looking for. Ain't you looking for a righteous man? Or are you looking for somebody to pay your bills? Are you looking for somebody to send you a cash app? Are you looking to attract multiple men? Are you looking to have a sugar daddy? You know what I'm saying? Things of this nature. They make a mock at sin, meaning, man, it's just a little skin. They wear bathing suits that show the cheeks of them. And then they say, well, this is a bathing suit. No, that's lingerie that can get wet, that's waterproof. And the so-called white man, which is the devil that the Bible speak of, he gonna make lingerie like that just so you can commit sin in. He gonna make lingerie that come up to here. He gonna make lingerie that just cover the nipples of your chest. And you can see all out the outside of the borders of the breast, but you can't see the nipple part. That's not being modest. That's being a filthy whore and making excuses for the sin, mocking the sin. It's just a bathing suit. What's wrong with showing a little leg, a little piece of ass? Slocky. Is something very wrong with that. The Bible say women are to dress modest. You look up what the word modest means. Let's get back to it. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 9. Fools make a mock at sin, but among the righteous, there is favor. Meaning, you know what I'm saying? You might have that girl that wear that the thong so deep in the crack of her that you can see any and everything that you want to see. But you, on the other hand, you can have a righteous woman who has a veil over that, or maybe wear shorts as a bathing suit, low enough to cover her special parts. Wear a veil over the top, or wear a real bathing suit, which she's supposed to wear to be covered up. Now, I know a lot of y'all out there saying, well, how am I supposed to be covered up when I'm finna get in water? Well, they make bathing suits that cover this whole thing up to the elbow, or, you know what I'm saying, up here, cover this whole thing and not have your back out. The problem is y'all are so comfortable with being sexy. Like, everybody ain't trying to look at you. And y'all getting the men that's in trouble. I mean, the men that's in the righteous relationships in turmoil with their wives because they looking at your bathing suit that's so revealing. It's not all about you. It's about you covering up. That's what it's about. But the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 9 says, fools make a mock at sin. You know, a lot of women say, well, it ain't nothing wrong with wearing a little revealing shirt, a little revealing bathing suit, a revealing outfit, twerking on the dance floor. I'm doing it for the women. That's even more wicked. You doing it for lesbian purposes? That's even more wicked. Right? Like, oh my God. This is why you have to learn from the men above you. Because the women ain't gonna tell you to cover up. Women gonna say what? Sexual liberation. Women gonna say you can wear what you want. Strong, independent woman, especially the single women. They gonna encourage you to get away from your husband. They gonna encourage you to not listen to your husband, and then say he tripping about that. Man, that's crazy, man. I couldn't be, and get you to join the wicked side. When all you have to do is listen to what the Bible says. You can't go wrong. You know, the only people you're going to disappoint with listening to the Bible is the people of the world. You know, that's the only people you're going to disappoint by listening to the Bible is men and women that's in the world. So you mean to tell me, that you'd rather go against the Lord and the Most High and your husband to please men and women in the world? Then maybe you should be cold and join their side. Why are you even trying to be over here then? This ain't a fad, a phase, none of it. Because once you learn, what have we learned? Once you learn and you're supposed to live a certain way, then that's exactly what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to live a certain way. Once the Bible tells you not to gossip, what you supposed to do? Once your husband tell you don't gossip, what you supposed to do? As a woman. And as a man, if the Bible tells you to do a certain thing, what you supposed to do? It's a simple question, man. Simple. Man, y'all got to learn, man, to get in this Bible and realize that the things that this Bible say are not grievous. Like I said, the only people that's going to be offended that you listen to what the Bible say are people that's maybe on drugs, or people that's sleeping with another man's woman, people that's sleeping with different men at a time. Like, these are wicked. So you rather listen to wicked people than to listen to what the Lord say? Then that says something about you. You have to look in that mirror. You have to be like, man, what's wrong with me? It's things that you have to change about yourself if you don't want to listen to the Bible, but you want to listen to the most wickedest people out here, still celebrating these holidays, smoking weed, smoking cigarettes, sleeping with any and everything that they can. And also they doing all that, but also corrupting you to do the same thing. Putting a demon on you to do the same thing. He says you can't do what? Man, I can never do that. I would never listen to no man about this and that. Exactly. And that's the problem. It's the reason why these people single out here. And it's not you all the time. It's not the other person. Some of the time, it's not the other person. Why? No, it's because of you. You have to look in that mirror. You have to change certain things that you think that's okay. It's not okay to be that way. It's not okay to defy your husband. It's not okay to, you know what I'm saying, defy those law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. Because you might have me as an enemy, but you don't want not as an enemy. You might have me on your bad side, but you don't want to be on the Lord's bad side. It's simple as that, B. And with that, man, this has been the ISUPK coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. We are not affiliated with no Israelite group, period. I am Officer Kananya, Officer 500 Kananya, you know what I'm saying? Coming up on the Feast of Purim, you know what I'm saying? Invite your mammy, your pappy. Just inform them that you can't smoke in here. Just inform them you can't do drugs in here. We invite you to the feast if you're a Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. We're going to invite you to that feast. But just know, you can't smoke in here. You know what I'm saying? We don't allow that type of, you know what I'm saying? We follow the Bible, man, which we are supposed to do. We here to as a warning to you. You better follow that Bible because you don't want to be on the Lord's bad side. Because if you do, if you are on the Lord's bad side, it's nothing that I can do physically, mentally, or spiritually. It's nothing that I can do. Right? And if you love me as I love you, you would put the cigarettes down. You would put the weed down. You know what I'm saying? Shrimp, crab, and lobster down. You know they got beef bacon out here. Only thing you would be giving up is unlawful seafood. Right? And with that, shalom, Israel. Crazy word, man. Crazy word.